down-thrown and downright. In Norfolk it was treachery, in Devon it was devilry, in Westmoreland tragedy, and in Essex farce. But in Sussex we encountered not only murder, but mayhem and depravity. It was not just the burning of the crosses and the flaming tar barrels, the torchlit processions, the sheer anarchy of Bonfire Night in Lewes. It was the revelation to ourselves and to each other of our own terrible inadequacies. Forever after, Morley referred to the county guide's Sussex as Flaming Sussex. He had pet names for all the books, in fact. The county guide's Essex was always Essex Poison to him. Westmoreland was Westmoreland alone, Cheshire, Rogue Cheshire, and etc., and etc. Before we arrived in Sussex, Morley, as usual, had drawn up a long list of what to see, with an even longer list of annotations. Having already produced our county guides to Norfolk, Devon, Westmoreland, and Essex, we had begun to develop a kind of routine. We would meet either in London or at Morley's vast and eccentric estate in Norfolk, St. George's, where he would brief me and Miriam, his daughter, and we would then embark upon our adventure in his beloved Lagonda, Miriam at the wheel, Morley strapped in behind his typewriter, and me as general factotum. For our journey to Sussex, Morley's list began with Abbotsford Gardens, open to the public on weekdays only, alas, but fabulous aviaries and monkeys, and light refreshments, and included, in addition to all those Sussex places one might reasonably expect to find in any good guidebook and gazetteer, many places that one might reasonably not, such as the Balcombe Viaduct, a marvel of Victorian engineering, the Pavilion in Bexhill, a marvel of modern engineering, the Rising Sun Inn in North Bursted, the Jubilee Stamp Room, one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, a whole room papered from floor to ceiling with postage stamps, said to number in excess of 3 million. The Chattery, war memorial erected by the India Office and the Corporation of Brighton to commemorate the brave Hindu and Sikh soldiers who died in the Great War. Chick Hill, marvellous view to France. Clapham Wood, satanic mists, apparently. Climping, we must visit the Moines. Frant, lovely obelisk. The Heritage Craft School near Chailey. The Salvation Home for Cripples. Some knucker holes, bottomless, some of them, reputedly. Mick Mills Race, wonderful avenue in St. Leonard's Forest, where the smuggler Mick Mills raced the devil, and won. Shoreham Beach, for the railway carriage homes, of course. England's little Hollywood, and the Witterings, for no good reason, both east and west. I'll be honest, I had absolutely no interest in Sussex. The truth was, I shouldn't even have been in Sussex. Before we arrived in Sussex, I had decided to resign. I had at that time worked for Morley for a period of exactly 4 months. This was late in 1937, after my return from Spain, where I had discovered to my horror the horrors of war. Perhaps I should have known better. Now at least I knew the worst. Adrift in London, I had answered an advertisement in the Times and had found myself apprenticed to the most famous, the most popular, and certainly the most prolific writer in England. During those 4 intense, turbulent months, Morley had somehow produced 4 books, Norfolk, Devon, Westmoreland, and Essex, in addition to his usual output of articles and opinion pieces on everything from the care of houseplants for the Ladies' Companion to the etymology and usage of strange, obscure, and pretty much useless words in John o' London's Weekly, to endless, wearying tales of moral uplift and derring-do for anyone who would have them, including the Catholic Extension, the Christian Observer, and many and various, and thankfully now defunct, earnest, free-thinking journals. As his assistant, it was my job not just to sharpen Morley's pencils, though pencil sharpening, pen procuring, inkwell filling, notebook filing, and all manner of other stationery-related activities were indeed a large part of my daily activities, but also to help him and Miriam correct proofs, take photographs, deal with correspondence.